Hi, okay. This is the heated humidifier. You cannot detach the heated humidifier from the icon. Okay, it is one and part of the unit. Unlike the resmed, you see this is their heated humidifier, and this is Respironics heated humidifier. So you can travel without them. That makes it a little bit lighter. All right, but this you cannot do that. The other thing about this is, I wish they did. I wish they had this feature. You cannot preheat the water before using it. All right, the resmed, yes, you can. You can preheat it. Fantastic feature. And I just found out yesterday the latest System 1 heated humidifier by Philips Respironics. You can now start to preheat it. Okay. Very few. I have not worked on it yet, but I heard about it and I spoke to Respironics and got a little bit more information. I'll add that on that video at a much later point. That gets back to this Fisher and Paykel. All right. Their heated humidifier, however, in my opinion, once again, this is my own biased opinion, is far superior. I have been taught by a number of really fantastic sleep doctors. Okay, they really have a passion for sleep medicine, and they always recommend the Fisher and Paykel heated humidifiers for anybody who has chronic dryness. For example, Sjogren's syndrome. I have worked with many patients who have sleep apnea and have Sjogren's syndrome, and this Fisher and Paykel heated humidifier, either on the Icon or the previous models, CPAPs, are the only ones that really did a bang-up job on it. Okay, so now a couple of things I do want to mention. The negative on here is you do not know, in the middle of the night, if you want to know what is your water level, there's no way of finding out unless you open it. Okay, so that's a negative. The other guys, especially the Philips Respironics, is the best. You can eyeball it easily. This one here, this lid here is a handle. Okay, as you can see, I'm carrying it. However, to open this, you need a little bit of a strength. If you have weak hands, you have arthritis, okay, this is an issue. It is difficult. It's not, it is difficult. I've had enough complaints about it, okay? Because you have to press down and open it. Now, I've heard the manufacturers are trying to make this a lot more easier, and kudos to them. But as of now, these are the complaints that I get. I'm just telling you the experience that I get, okay, from helping sleep apnea patients use these things, okay? The heater, by the way. Okay, now before I go, now this is the chamber. Let me take this out. This is your chamber. It's dishwasher safe. Fantastic. By the way, you have to put it only in the top rack. Okay, guys? Top rack only. It's dishwasher safe. This is your heater, and this is waterproof. In case water does get, the electronics are waterproof, water protection, okay? Protected from water. I've spoken to the manufacturer on this. According to the sales rep who I've spoken to some time ago, they told me that if a significant amount of water enters here, there are openings in the bottom where it'll just drain out. So that is good to know. But this one negative here is this: when you shut the machine off, and as long as this is plugged in, it does emit or create a little bit of a heat. Okay, so this bothers some people, and I got to tell you, this is a true story. Okay, I had just set up this person on the Icon, and she was complaining within a week that there was a leakage in the system, or there was water in here. That it was leaking, and I could not understand what the issue was. So to be on the safe side, we provided her with another chamber. Same problem again. She complained of. When I looked into it and I spoke to the technical support, that's when I found out that this produces heat. Okay, and sometimes you will get condensation. So this is nothing wrong with this. there's condensation because there's a slight amount of heat constantly produced. All right. So this best solution then, if that bugs you, is unplug it. Just totally unplug it. All right. Now, I think. Oh yeah, I do want to mention this one more thing here. This heater is fantastic, like I mentioned to you, and I want to see if I can get into this thing here. Let me show you real quick. What this here? Let me zoom in. Sorry, guys. All right. So you can set the heat setting from 0 to 7. Now, if you hold this down for 3 seconds, you see there's an additional thermostat. Okay. This is called boost, and basically you have diagrams of a thermostat, symbol of a thermostat. Now you have 3, and basically you have 21 heat settings. So who's this good for? Once again, this is fantastic for somebody who lives in a cold climate, okay, and has really cold climate. And also, if you have significant dryness, this is the machine to go. All right, so this is such a plus, guys. I have used this machine, and I've used all the machines out there, and almost every CPAP mask out there too. That's just who I am. I have to say, it feels different. It really feels different. Okay. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this to you. This machine is a little bit louder. However, it's not overly loud. Okay. It didn't bother me at all. But this is. But once I don't know how I got into that. But as far as the heat, I don't know. The air feels so much lighter. I have done a blindfold study. I think I mentioned that before. Close to a blindfold study. They didn't really blindfold me. But when using this with the ThermoSmart tubing, the air feels so much lighter. Okay? All right. Now, with that said, I'm going to be jumping into other areas. So I'm just going to pause the video real quick.